Hey Gemini, hope you're all doing well. Welcome or welcome back. It's going to be your June bonus reading, the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, of course, if that applies to you. Don't get hung up on anything that doesn't apply. Right off the bat, we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Fool. Ten of Wands. The Sun. And one more. Eight of Cups. Okay, so I love the Nine of Pentacles in this deck, Gemini. I don't know if I'm talking to you masculine or feminine energy here, but to me, this lady is somebody who's accomplished and actually has probably been awarded for some things. So I feel like you have, obviously in the past put in a lot of work to accomplish something. Maybe it's like freedom, like personal expression, like personal accomplishment, some sort of freedom that's brought you a lot of happiness. There may be a situation now that you have to walk away from, either in order to accomplish this, or it's something in the past, perhaps, that, your status or your security in some way, maybe something that you relied upon for a long time, or something that brought you a lot of success, is requiring a revision of some sorts, requiring you to, kind of revise or, take a step in a new direction in order to either revive some happiness here or, to find a higher fulfillment in some way. But it's something that I think you maybe enjoyed in the past, but you have to walk away from at this point in time. So let's clarify this. Yeah, so you've got the Nine of Wands right under the Nine of Pentacles. So it's almost like something became too overwhelming or too hard to maintain. Maybe doing things on your own for a while, or maintaining some sort of status that you had, or some sort of success that you had, brought with it too much insecurity or too much, paranoia. For some of you, paranoia about people trying to take what you have here. Some of you may have built sort of a fortress around your, around your life in some way, around what you were doing in some way, that it was like too many people or too much things were trying to come after you, or trying to, attack some of you, or just it became too much of a paranoid feeling to try and maintain whatever, status or image or whatever it was that you had going on. You've got the Lovers coming out with this card here too. So it could have been a situation, involving someone else. It could have been a relationship, perhaps, that created this. Perhaps some of you were single and successful on your own, and maybe got involved with somebody here that made you kind of question your, your own abilities, your own, efficacy, your own, it made you insecure in some way, made you feel like you weren't good enough, made you feel like maybe you weren't deserving of whatever you had accomplished here. Let me clarify the Fool. Yeah, so you got the Eight of Wands and you've got the World card. It's something you had to get away from, Gemini. It's something that you like I said, I don't get this feeling that it initially started out as a bad thing, or where you started from whenever you embarked upon this, for, like I said, a lot of you is a relationship. You maybe started out with a lot. Maybe you came into this situation with a lot, and you're sort of coming out of it as not like a destroyed person, but it's ruined your self-esteem in some way. It's ruined your sense of security in yourself, like your abilities to, to feel value in yourself. It's destroyed your self-value, your self-worth in some way. And it's a feeling of like having to break free, quickly and swiftly, in order to make positive changes. But it's also a completion here. It's also a leveling up. And so maybe whatever you've broken free from that was not good for your, your confidence, your self-esteem, your mental health, is really what I want to say here. It's probably been a burden. It may have required you to take a new path in another direction that has you doing a lot of things on your own. It might have been harder than you thought it was going to be here. Yeah, but you've got the Hierophant here. So it's a metaphysical sort of burden that you've taken on here. It's a lonely sort of feeling, but in a metaphysical sense, in a psychic sense here. Whatever the tasks at hand have called upon you for it, for the Four of Wands. For some of you, this was definitely a marriage. It was definitely a, even if it wasn't a legal marriage on paper, it was definitely some sort of, solid institution that you were a part of that either became a burden or it's been a burden now to try to break free from. So you have the Three of Cups with the Sun here and the Queen of Wands. Feel like so many people are, I always get positive vibes when I see this Queen of Wands here. I like this card. I like this energy. I like this queen. But what I realize not in everybody's situation is this, a positive thing. Is this you stepping into your power here? And with this Three of Cups here, with our Queen of Wands, who is, indicative a lot of, a mistress sort of energy, I want to say that applies more to you, Gemini, because she's not coming out as one of our main indicators here. This is a clarifying card. So I want to say that, perhaps you were involved in this instance in a situation where you were made an option, and maybe this other person here in this third party is what caused this insecurity amongst, in your relationship. Like maybe you started out as you were coming from a place where you had learned a lot about yourself, where you were independent, where you were doing something successful on your own. A lot of you may have been recognized in some way or celebrated in some way. There was accomplishment and achievement when you came into this situation, but something here happened that made you, question yourself, that made you feel like you had to protect yourself, defend yourself. Like I said, insecurity, confusion, paranoia for a lot of you, and having to break free from this in order to, some of you had to put a lot of distance between yourself and, this person or this relationship or whatever it is, or you've had to put a lot of distance, or you currently are doing that, at a rapid pace. Like some of you had to literally run away from this when you, I think, woke up and realized what this impact was having on you, how much you were carrying the weight of the responsibilities of this, for, like I said, a lot of you is a marriage, if not a legal marriage, a long-standing, situation that you have built a foundation with somebody on, in order to find your happiness, and come out on the other side away from, like I said, this is, for some of you, this is definitely a third party that, perhaps you were left for, or someone came in and intervened and was what caused this, caused you to lose your sense of self-worth here, made you had to walk away from this situation. Let me clarify this Eight of Cups. Yeah, Five of Wands. Some of you are hightailing it out of here away from whatever this drama is. Maybe drama caused by this person here. Some of you, this person put you in a third party situation. And for some of you, this is, the third party. But you're walking away from, or you're going to in the future here, Gemini, walk away from this drama, walk away from whoever's keeping you in a state of competition and confusion and chaos here, because it's not, like I said, it's damaging you. It's damaging you on a mental and emotional level here. Oops, pardon me. Yeah, but you've got the Ten of Cups coming out after that. So for some of you, it's having to walk away from a community, having to walk away from maybe even a support group or some sort of aspect that maybe isn't all bad, but it's turned into a situation where there's too much competition amongst these people. You have a lot of positive cards here, Gemini. Like you have the Sun, you have the World, you have this Ten of Cups, but it's all surrounded by, you know, a lot of hard work, or a lot of you know, contradictory energy here. Oh, you know, there's insecurity here. Like I said, there's a some sort of third party mistress situation here. There's fighting and competition. So it could be that right now you're in the midst sort of this situation and how to break free from it. It's the burdens are suddenly dawning upon you now. Maybe this third energy you know, is a recent thing, but maybe you're starting to connect the dots on what you need to do here. But it involves abandoning something. You know, for some of you, it's abandoning, you know, a group of people that maybe were, you know, you're connected with in a, you know, in a supportive kind of way, but it's causing too much drama and chaos here. So let me clarify this Lover's card. Yeah, Temperance. So some of you could be involved with a Sagittarius, of course. You could be involved with another Gemini. I want to say this has tested your patience. Yeah. There was too much hidden here. This Nine of Wands with this Moon card definitely speaks of some sort of psychological torment. You know, there's a transition that you're coming out of here. But I want to say that with what we were saying originally, is like it transitioned you in a bad way into a darker person, into somebody who's distrusting, into somebody who is, you know, turned you into somebody who's, you know, secretive, or having to, you know, hide things about yourself that I don't think you want to be. There's a lot of indication of like having to keep things hidden. And I think that's you, Gemini. You may have had to hide things from this person, or you felt like they were hiding things from you, but there's so much darkness here with this. And I want to say that it's like something about this situation transitioned you from somebody who was doing relatively well into an energy that doesn't suit you. You know, that is dark. That's moody for some of you. Somebody here may be really moody. You know, somebody here may be really unstable, and maybe it's you that feels that way right now because of this situation. But I want to say it's as a result of, you know, being involved with somebody. Let me clarify this World card here. Yeah, the High Priestess. Some of you are having to make moves in silence. Some of you have a plan to break free, to make changes. Some of you know exactly what you're doing, and you're having to keep it silent right now. Like some of you are, you know, having to, or somebody here is having to leave this person in secret. Okay. Clarify this here. Yeah. You got the Death card. So some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio here, but yeah, this is a definite ending to a situation that was, you know, an institution in some way, a marriage institution, you know, family institution, something that had a foundation to it, something that had, you know, you were committed on some level to. There's a definite ending, a transition out of it. You've got 3 cards here indicating not only, you know, ending and transition, but a new beginning, breaking free, starting something new. So excuse me, Gemini, but I think it's been tough for you here. Let me clarify this Queen of Wands. Yeah. Somebody was looking for an opportunity somewhere else, you know, whether that was you or a person you're involved with or a third party. Somebody here was an opportunist. Somebody here is like, you know, for some of you got swept off their feet in some way. Like somebody came in, like, you know, if I hate using all of the buzzwords of the day, but I want to say love bombing, you know, somebody came in you know, in a like, somebody got finessed in some way. Came in as an opportunity. Someone saw this person as an opportunity, or you did, or this third party did, and you know, really compromised the happiness of a situation here, and has forced it to have to come to an end. Whether, like I said, that's you or someone else, you know how this fits in your story here, but I see whoever this third energy here as, yes, somebody impeded upon someone else's territory here. Somebody saw an opportunity to go after something, you know, maybe that belonged to somebody else. But there's definitely an opportunist here. There's definitely somebody who used, you know, powers of, you know, seduction and, you know, romantic gestures, and, you know, came in with this sort of like I said, love bombing sort of energy to find an opportunity, either to create for some of you, just to create, you know, to create drama, to create competition among somebody. You know, there's a triangulation is what I want to say. So it could be the person you were involved with, you know, is this type, and they triangulated you amongst other people, or, you know, an outside person came in and they created that. Let me clarify this situation over here. Yeah, you got the devil. So it's a toxic, it's a toxic evil energy that has caused this, well, it has forced you into this transition. Like I said, Gemini, I don't know that you guys are 100% like in the midst of making these moves or coming out of it. I don't know that it's been an entirely, like, you've done this all because you've made the decision to do it. It's, some of this has been forced upon you because you kind of got to a breaking point. But I don't know that it hasn't been easy. It's been really hard for you. And I don't know that you can necessarily see the light at the end of the tunnel at this point in time, because whatever this triangulation sort of energy here is still prominent. It's covering up, you know, it's hiding. You've got the sun is hidden here by this, whatever this third party situation is here, and then you have the moon is prominent over here. So it's, the joy is hidden here. The darkness is still at the forefront. And you've got the devil, you know what I mean, capping off this whole situation right here has become incredibly toxic. And you know, for some of you, you are walking away because you've got this card here, or you're being advised that when you do walk away, you're going to have to deal with a lot of fallout from maybe friends and family, a lot of fallout from the community. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be really, really angry and upset by this, if this hasn't happened yet. So, you know, either you are dealing with that now, or that's what's coming in here, is that it's going to create a lot of chaos, you know, having to walk away from this situation. So apologize. Let me grab another deck here, clarify a little bit more with this deck. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. So you've got another card here indicating a third energy. The Hermit could have been dealing with the Virgo. I think that, you know, there is an opportunity to find, like, you had this Nine of Pentacles. Like, let's say you came in this situation as the Nine of Pentacles. You came in this situation as successful, confident, skilled, you know, celebrated in some way. You're kind of walking out of this having lost, you know, a lot of that confidence for a lot of you. But here's an opportunity to start over. This isn't the 9, but this is the 3. And this is still, you know, finding a new opportunity to put your skills to use. You may be having to go it alone for a little while here. You know, you may feel a little isolated for a little while. There may be some shadow work that you have to do to kind of recover your confidence in your abilities here. Yeah, but you got the Five of Wands again. So it's imploring you, Gemini, to find a situation where there is some sense of cooperation, that there is some sense of collaboration. It may take a long time. It may take a lot of, inner shadow work on yourself here. And there may still be a battle and a fight ahead of you. You may have to ghost these people that are still in your energy, that still want to keep you, keep you fighting, keep you stuck in some way. Yeah, the Hanged Man. It's going to require some sacrifice, Gemini. You are going to feel like you're starting sort of at the bottom. But it's, for some of you, it may be a really hard sacrifice to maybe leaving this person or leaving this situation, however it is. Like I said, it does look like a relationship. It looks like a marriage. It looks like a partnership, but you're going to have to apply it how it resonates with whatever's going on with you. It may require you walking away from that, leaving behind people that you do care about, or creating an upheaval amongst people that you do care about. Maybe there's people who don't know what you have gone through in this situation. Maybe these emotional and mental torments, maybe these burdens are hidden from other people. Maybe it's not something that you're able to express. Maybe you have to keep a sort of level-headed appearance on the surface because what you're dealing with is something so covert and hidden that it's something people don't understand, that you're going to have to make moves in silence here in order to make changes. And some of you know that by walking away from this situation, it's going to upset a lot of people. It's going to disrupt a lot of people's lives. Maybe you feel responsible for their happiness in some way, but you can't endure it anymore. It's going to take a sacrifice to rise above whatever the drama and confusion that's going to be created by this. Yeah, but here's the thing. You can't stay trapped anymore. Some of you are trapped by this situation. And in this instance, you're losing your ability to see clearly. You're losing your ability to, for some of you, like, it's like a withering away. It's an eroding of your self-worth, your self-esteem, your confidence in yourself. You're losing sight of who you are. And there's just massive anxiety here over that. There's heavy indications of, like I said, mental distress, emotional distress, psychological, torment here that's going on. But you've got the Ace of Pentacles right here. So I'm going to say that if we're looking at this as like a future energy, what it's indicating is that, yeah, you need to seek out some other avenue. It's going to feel small. It's going to feel not comparable to what you had, or to perhaps the amount of people that you felt connected with in the past. But it's a small start, but it's a significant one. To get back to who you are, to find who you are here. It's going to require some isolation if you want to rise above whatever the drama is here. If you want to rise above whatever the chaos is, it's going to require a sacrifice, but it's worth your mental well-being here. This is not good, Gemini, and it may hurt, It may not be an immediate relief here. It may not be an instantaneous relief. It may still require you to suffer a little bit. But on the other side, there's a new start here. There's a new opportunity in the physical that's possible for you. For some of you, this has been a financial loss. This has created a big financial loss in your life. That maybe you came into a partnership with a lot of money, and maybe you were taken advantage of on a financial level. And you're starting over with less than what you had. But, working through this, fighting through this, it's not going to be easy, but you're going to be able to start over in a significant way here. Let me grab a couple more cards. Yeah, Six of Cups. So this could be, you know, if what's going on is that you breaking free of this torment, this erosion of your self-worth is going to create an upheaval amongst people in your, you know, in your village, so to speak. You might be losing some people here. It's going to come back around. You're going to find, you know, maybe like along with like the Three of Pentacles, maybe you're not going to have all of these people back, but there are some people that you'll still be able to be connected to. There is a new start here, and there's a good start. This is an emotionally safe place here. You know, this is an innocent place to be at here. So it's something positive to look forward to. Might not feel like you have exactly what you had. Maybe it's not a 10 of cups. Maybe it's not a 9 of pentacles, but a 3 of pentacles is a good start. And an ace of pentacles is an amazing start. And a 6 of cups is great. You know, it may be the people from your past coming back around. Perhaps for some of you, it's a warning that, you know, you do get another opportunity, find success here. Don't get sentimental about somebody from the past who has ruined that for you initially, because it's going to take you right back into this 9 of swords, this 9 of wands here. Let's clarify this 6 of cups, and then we are going to sign off, Gemini. Yeah, the sun. Beautiful. So sun covered up here by this third party, by this mistress situation, by this love bombing opportunist sort of person here, covered up, hidden by all this drama, coming out on the other side, you know, of this sacrifice, of this shadow work, of this ghosting these people, of breaking free of this drama, of sitting through whatever anxiety this is going to create for you. You have a beautiful, beautiful future ahead. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Sun. It's going to all come back around. It's going to make sense. It's going to feel good. It's going to, the joy is going to be back in your life. The joy in the person that you are, you know, this childlike, you know, enthusiastic, loving, happy sort of person who does have opportunities, who is optimistic, you know, Gemini. That's all coming in for you if you can persevere through this situation. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. You know, give me a like, leave me a comment. Would love to know who you are. Watch some of your other placements. Watch your beginning of June reading, or, you know, check out another sign. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.